shoes like Dre. Take you out to Central Bay. You might just get me out my face. Night, you came in looking so divine. If looks could kill you, you would take my life. We are chemistry, you can't deny. Oh, I tried, I can't walk away. Your eyes give me company. We can't defy gravity. So come closer to me. Take your lips off that Chardonnay. Tell me all the things you shouldn't say. Don't fight what you're feeling, babe. Just come closer to me.
Building a sustainable tomorrow. Connect, innovate, and prosper. Connecting goods to goods, region to region, people to people, generation to generation. Facilitating innovation for all, closing the digital divide. Building an inclusive technology ecosystem, promoting digital innovation by deepening dialogues on AI. Achieving shared prosperity, addressing global challenges. Energy transition, climate change, population decline, and pandemic responses. APEC-related events continuing in Seoul, the capital of the Republic of Korea, where diverse cultures blend. Jeju, the beautiful island, blessed with UNESCO Natural World Heritage Sites. Incheon, the vibrant international city, central hub, connecting Asia Pacific. Busan, the largest maritime city, centering around maritime trade and the logistics industry. And Gyeongju, the city hosting the APEC Economic Leaders Meeting, where 2,000 years of profound history and modern, trendy, and youthful energy blend in a perfect balance. Here, a new chapter of economic exchanges will unfold for a better future.
What you wanna do? 속에서 여전히 춤을 추고 있는데 빗소리에 묻히고 나를 향해 있던 수많은 밤 노래가 돼.
안녕하세요. Riding on the Korean wave. Welcome to Tuesday's edition of The Culture Wave. I'm Kwon-Soa in Seoul. Explore with us Korea's culture from all aspects and stay up to date with K-entertainment, K-exhibitions, K-musicals, K-everything. And we're going to do all of that together with my co-host Walter Lee in the studio. Hello, Walter.
Hello, Soa, and hello to our viewers at home. Walter Lee here to co-host alongside Soa. And of course, I have the latest in K-Enter news just for you.
And let's kick off with K-Enter News today.
Right.
So, Walter, the 77th Primetime Emmy Awards recently aired. And although there weren't any Korean shows up for awards this year, we did have a K-pop ambassador making an appearance. And you're going to tell us who it is and why.
Yes, a very beautiful appearance, might I say. BLACKPINK's Lisa made an appearance at the 77th Primetime Emmy Awards red carpet pre-event on Sunday local time at Peacock Theatre in Los Angeles. Now, Lisa, of course, turned heads in a bright pink, flowing pink dress accented with bold jewelry. Now, the K-pop singer made her acting debut in the HBO original series The White Lotus, specifically in season 3, and plays the role of Mook, a wellness expert who supports and guides a guest at the beach. She does a really good job, by the way, at the resort in Thailand. The White Lotus was actually nominated for quite outstanding amount of events or categories, 23 to be exact, including Outstanding Drama Series, Supporting Actress, Supporting Actor, but sadly did not take away any awards this year.
But, I mean, Lisa is a woman with many talents.
Of course.
I can't imagine to see her that this is not going to be her last, time on the screen.
I definitely don't think so.
And next up, we have a new record set by a rookie boy group. Who is it?
Yes, one I did talk about not too long ago, Cortez. Now, Big Hit Music's first new boy group in 6 years since Tomorrow by Together, and often referred to as the junior group of BTS and Tomorrow by Together. Now, they've set an impressive new record. Their debut mini album EP, Color Outside the Lines, has sold over 436,000 copies in its first week on the Hunter charts. Now, this is marking the highest first week sales for any rookie group that has debuted this year. Now, the main track, What You Want, dominated Spotify's daily viral songs global chart for 7 consecutive days, while the track Go held the top spot for 3 days in a row.
Well, I do remember how you had big expectations about Cortez when we talked about the rookie groups of the year, you and Bella, and when we had that special K-pop edition of the Culture Wave. So looking forward to more of Cortez. And Walter, we're actually going to stay with the rookie boy group theme. You've got another rookie boy group to talk about. Who is it?
Yes, indeed. So there has been talk about this group for some time now, but Starship Entertainment on Monday debuted their newest boy group, called I Did. Now, the group held their debut showcase in Seoul to celebrate the release of their first EP, I Did It. Now, the group was formed through the project Debuts Plan. Now, the group's name, I Did, is inspired by the phrase I Did It, symbolizing their determination to achieve anything through effort. Now, their debut album, I Did It, expresses the belief that one can still shine even without being perfect. Embracing imperfection and turning into brilliance. It showcases the members' raw emotions and energy, presenting I Did's unique identity. Now, following the showcase, I Did will open up a pop-up store from September 18th to October 1st to connect more closely with fans. So if you are a fan of I Did, make sure you go and check out their social media pages for more locations.
All right, and Walter, you did a fantastic job.
Thank you very much.
And stick around.
Will do.
And now let's turn to our AI anchor, Ari, for more on the culture front. Ari, take it away.
Hello and welcome to your AI guide to the latest cultural updates from Korea. Here's our top story. A new tour pass has been released for foreign tourists looking to discover Seoul. Dubbed the Pick 3 Pass, it allows visitors to choose and enjoy 3 partner attractions over the course of 5 days. The pass comes in 2 options. Pick 3 Basic, priced at 49,000 won, which includes attractions such as Seoul Tower and Co-X Aquarium, and Pick 3 Theme Park, priced at 70,000 won, offering access to major amusement parks like Lotte World and Everland. Both are available through global online travel agencies like Klook and KKday. The 2025 Gyeongju World Traditional Music and Arts Expo has drawn over 100,000 visitors just 3 days after opening. The event has gained momentum despite rainy weather on opening day, with organizers projecting that given the strong response, the festival could reach its goal of 1 million attendees. The Expo, Korea's first dedicated to gugak, or traditional Korean music, not only features gugak performances, but also traditional music from 30 countries and a variety of other programs, offering a global stage for cultural exchange. A pivotal battle between Korea's ancient kingdoms Baekje and Goguryeo, which shook the Korean peninsula in the year 475, is now on display. The Gyeongju National Museum opened a special exhibition today titled The Battle of Hansong 475, The Master Strokes of the Two Kings. The exhibition highlights King Gyeo's courage, efforts, and limitations as he faced King Jangsu of Goguryeo, set against the broader history of Baekje-Goguryeo conflict. It features 450 artifacts, including weapons and armor from both kingdoms, along with multimedia presentations designed to deepen visitors' understanding of the period. The exhibition runs until February 22nd next year. That's all from me. Stay tuned to the Culture Wave.
Back in June, the Korean musical Maybe Happy Ending swept the Tony Awards, making history. And since then, there has been greater interest in musicals than ever, as more shows aiming to be the next happy ending are being staged in Korea. Now there are more efforts, even from academia, to support the rise of K-musicals. Ian Jin tells us more.
The Korean musical Maybe Happy Ending made history, becoming the first South Korean-produced musical to receive great recognition in the American theater world. It was the first musical out of Daehangro to sweep prizes at the Tony Awards. And it's led to a trend of more homegrown productions that have captivated audiences overseas, returning to Korean stages. The Great Gatsby, produced by acclaimed Korean theater producer Shin Chun-soo, joined the 1 Million Club as soon as it premiered on Broadway last April. It has since begun performances in the West End in London and in Seoul, becoming the first musical to be performed simultaneously in 3 countries.
From the moment we decided to bring the show to Seoul, it was a series of fears. It premiered on Broadway, then went to the West End, and I wondered, when it comes to Korea, will Korean audiences truly love this piece? It was a mix of fear, excitement, and nervousness.
Just really strong storytellers and making sure that to an audience that doesn't necessarily speak English, we're getting the story across even without the subtitles, and that you understand our emotions and our intentions.
The musical Marie Curie, that adds imagination to the real-life scientist, also made a meaningful mark with a long run in the West End. The key to its resonance in countries like Poland, which is Curie's homeland, and Japan, lies in its universal themes about human life.
The scenes that brought foreign audiences to tears were the ones where they realized this isn't just about a great scientist. This is about a human life. She's just like us. Even though Marie Curie is a performance created in Korea, it could be performed anywhere in the world.
The musical that started the trend for such promising works in the lineup, Maybe Happy Ending, is also set to return home in triumph in October. Following a Korean version for its 10th anniversary, the Broadway version is planned for performances in Korea in 2028. These musicals have been able to simultaneously target both the global and domestic markets thanks to strategies that go beyond simple translation. They've localized direction and casting to fit each market.
We spent 7 years developing the show and held about 4 internal readings during that time. We received feedback at each stage. For example, there's a song titled Maybe Happy Ending that doesn't exist in the Korean version, but was added for Broadway.
Coinciding with the explosive growth of Korean musicals, there's now a movement to systematically document their 60-year history and support them academically.
As musicals rise in global status and gain more economic and social attention, we're aiming to support the K-musical wave with academic research. The research is scheduled to launch in January next year, with goals including the growth of Korea's markets in musicals, as well as academic expansion of the K-musical phenomenon.
This doesn't mean reaching international stages has become easy for all K-musicals. The barrier remains high, and to see another Maybe Happy Ending, it will be essential to strengthen the creative ecosystem, and systematic support is needed for competitive content. 이은진, Arirang News.
As part of our ongoing countdown to the APEC Economic Leaders Meeting in Gyeongju, today we want to delve into a special exhibition offering a chance to experience Korea's intangible heritage or traditional skills and artistry passed down through artisans' hands. For that, we connect to Ham Yuna, head of the Future Heritage Project team at the Gyeongbuk Arts and Culture Foundation Cultural Heritage Center, which hosted this event. Hello, Yuna.
Hello, Yuna.
Hello, Soa. Hello, Walter. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for joining us today on the program. Now, Gyeongsangbuk-do Intangible Heritage Exhibition 2025. That's the exhibition that just came to a close on the weekend. So please introduce us to the event and what's the connection to APEC?
The Gyeongbuk Intangible Heritage Expo was held in Gyeongju from September 3rd to 13th. It showcased master artisan works, traditional performances, and hands-on programs. Most importantly, this was an official pre-event of APEC, sharing Korea's heritage with the world and setting the stage for cultural exchange ahead of the summit.
And Yuna, although we hear this term very often on our program and also on the news, culture programs, for people who would like to know deeper, what exactly is intangible heritage? And also, what are some examples of intangible heritage that are representative to Korea?
Intangible heritage means skills, knowledge, and traditions rather than objects themselves. Examples include 판소리, 아리랑, 강강수월래, 처용무, 택견, 농악, and 탈춤. All of these are UNESCO listed. It also included crafts such as embroidery, pottery and bowl making, and performing arts like 가야금 병창. These are living traditions still practiced today, reflecting the identity and creativity of the Korean people.
Excellent. And introducing intangible heritage means showcasing the skills and traditions that created it. So rather than the objects themselves, could you give us more details on what criteria had to be met and what kind of artisans participated?
Yes, Walter. We invited certified masters and apprentices from both national and provincial levels. Around 100 artisans gathered at the opening ceremony, representing 24 categories and more than 70 works. The focus was not just on showing beautiful objects, but on sharing the lives, stories, and skills behind them.
In addition to the exhibition, there were more programs where visitors could actively take part in. Could you tell us more about that, please?
Yes, exactly. This expo wasn't just about exhibition and performances. We really wanted visitors to take part and enjoy the programs themselves. One of the most popular was the traditional kick-wheel pottery workshop led by the Ong-gi-jang from Sangju. Many people tried it, touching the clay with their own hands and experiencing how traditional earthenware is made. The atmosphere was very lively. Families with children filled the space, and actually the workshop was so popular that advance reservations sold out very quickly. I think the real success was this. People could feel intangible heritage, not just as something to look at, but as a festival to join and celebrate together.
Very great to hear that so many people were interested in this and that there are ready-made reservations to take part. And Walter, I just want to quickly ask you, I mean, I find it very interesting that how Yuna mentioned that it's not just about objects, but things like Arirang, which is a folk song, and yes. Arirang TV is also named after Arirang, and also, of course, Ganggang-suole. So we have folk songs, folk games, which are intangible heritage. So do you like participating in things like that, Walter?
Of course, I think that Korea has a very beautiful heritage, especially when you go way back to each dynasty, the Joseon dynasty, and before that. And we show a very good display of different parts of our history. And for us to actually show the foreigners outside, like each part of our centuries, is very, very important. And the fact that we are able to show, we come from a very deep culture is very important, and the fact that we're able to display this as well. And of all places, for being in Gyeongju is the perfect place for us to show it.
Right, and as you just mentioned, how important it is to show those foreigners about our deep culture and intangible heritage. That brings us to our next question to Yuna. There were probably also foreign visitors there, especially ahead of APEC, because we're going to have lots of foreigners there in Gyeongju for the APEC summit. So how about visitors from abroad? How did they experience the event this time?
We were very happy to welcome many international guests. They often describe the intangible heritage as sustainable knowledge and technology. Some asked how these skills are passed down and even how they can be applied today. At the performances, I saw visitors from different countries clapping and dancing together to the rhythm of traditional drums. It reminded me that today's globally loved K culture has its roots in traditional arts.
I think Korea has one of the most interesting cultures because when you look at it geographically, Soa, we are such a small country surrounded by two very large countries. We are surrounded by Japan, China, as well as Russia. And for us to have such a deep, beautiful culture and for us to be able to express that is very meaningful for us. But as you mentioned before, Yuna, as K-culture gains global attention, interest in its roots or its background, meaning its traditional culture, is also growing as well. What are your plans for the future for further promotion of intangible heritage worldwide?
We have two main directions. First, international exchange. More opportunities for Korean masters to collaborate with artisans overseas and to meet global audiences through workshops and performances. Second, digital content. Online exhibition and multilingual videos so people can access Korea's heritage anytime, anywhere. Through this effort, intangible heritage can remain Korea's legacy, but also become a shared treasure of humanity.
So does the Gyeongbuk Arts and Culture Foundation Cultural Heritage Center have any additional plans for the APEC period?
Yes. On September 27, we are hosting the K-Food Festival in Gyeongju. It will feature the K-Food competition where chefs present creative dishes using local ingredients from Gyeongbuk. Visitors can also join cooking programs and tasting events, enjoying the harmony of the food and culture. We hope both domestic and international guests will experience the unique charm of Gyeongbuk cuisine.
Sounds very interesting. And Yuna, finally, do you have any personal expectations of APEC?
I hope APEC in Gyeongju will not only strengthen economic cooperation, but also highlight the depths of Korean culture. I truly wish that tradition and modernity can come together to inspire a better future. Thank you.
Well said, tradition and modernity coming together in Gyeongju. Well, thank you very much, Yuna, for connecting with us today from Gyeongju, and keep in touch.
Thank you, Yuna.
Thank you.
And thank you, Walter, as always. We're going to see you back here tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you for spending the past half an hour with us on the Culture Wave. Please join us again tomorrow on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Korea time, and maybe one day here in Korea.
천년을 이어온 우리의 지혜가 제천에서 다시 태어났어. 세대를 관통한 선조들의 건강 빅데이터. 빅데이터. 우리의 삶과 들에서 자란 천연물은 단순한 재료가 아니야. K-내추럴. 한국인의 정체성을 담은 바로 살아있는 역사질. 천년의 처방이 첨단 기술과 만나는 순간. 글로벌 천연물 시장의 중심 제천에서 2025년 9월 20일부터 10월 19일까지 천년의 지혜를 담은 미래를 만나봐.
How to survive in Korea. Cafes. Step 1. Find a seat. Before ordering, find a seat. Laptop ID, smartphone, jacket, whatever that can mark your territory. But no bikes. It's a little too big. Step 2.